you always tell yourself these things that don't turn out to not be true. I thought, oh boy, we'll have 13 this season. I won't feel like we're having to compress narrative so much like we did in the first 6, because there was so much, there's so many great layers to the ideas that we were dealing with. And I like every episode wound up feeling like a heightened, compressed narrative to me. And I thought, oh, we'll have twice as thing. It's the same thing. We're still doing the exact same thing, which is what which is actually the net result of it was it. I don't think the first season felt rushed at all. Mm-mm. But boy, it felt eventful. It felt like there was a lot in every episode. So it's very satisfying to me to be able to tell this story and sort of cram as much into it as we are. It's really cool. I really like it.
And I don't expect you to give us any spoilers, obviously, but can you say whether you've broken the whole season now? Do you know where you're going to end?
We have.
And by the way, I haven't read the last 5, so I don't even know.
They haven't been written yet.
No, I know.
Yeah. They've been broken though. And I'm about to pull the trigger. Well, I have pulled the trigger on my writers. They're gonna start in like this week.
So you're on
getting the first drafts in. Now we've got the first 8 written. We had the first 8 written before we actually started shooting. We've been rewriting and honing and refining those 8. But it's been a tremendous advantage to have 8 scripts. By the time you're shooting, which isn't, as I discovered, isn't common in television. This sort of let's go one at a time thing really doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense to me. You have less perspective overall. The more scripts you have, the more perspective you have on the arc. And what the connective tissue needs to be, and I don't know why everybody doesn't work that way. But I said we got a room full of writers here. We're all going to write a script. We're all going to write a first draft, and then we're going to refine it from there. It's great. It's a great approach.
We start shooting 205 on Monday, and I was thinking, wow, last year we would almost be done.
Yeah.
Somebody said that because it was like 2.5 months of shooting last year, and thinking that we would be in the second to the last episode. Mm-hmm. But it's a it's. I think somebody said it's like sprinting a marathon because it really there's an endurance. I mean, even the longest shoot. I mean, how long did we shoot Green Mile? Was like 4 months maybe. It was long.
I think 5. I think it was 105 days.
Even on your longest movie shoot, shooting for 5 months on something as emotionally intense and grueling, the hours and the location and the heat, and it's hard, and it's I'm like, wow, I'm 48 years old, and there were like 2 days last week when I had 24-hour days because I came back and forth to LA, so I would shoot all night, flew to LA for 1 day, and then got on a plane and flew back and went to set that night. And I was all proud of myself. I'm like, I didn't think I could do it. I'm like, hey, I'm not as old as I thought I was, but you do it because you're so proud of the show, and you get, I would do it for him in a heartbeat.
Doing like this past week, I did a solid week of 16-hour writing days. Have you ever stared at a computer for 16 hours? And yeah, I do
Not
that.
When I can avoid it.
I've been doing that kind of thing for 25 years, and so my secret superpower is I can sit in front of a fucking computer for 16 hours a day, getting up only to pee.
That's a good superpower.
It is a good superpower,
like
and it's exhausting. But I know that these people are busting their ass on the set, and I want to make sure that they get the best that I have to offer. And I'm not going to slack off, just because I'm feeling sorry for myself, and I'm 52 and I'm tired.
And the truth is, we don't know how to do it any other way.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
really don't. That's why we've worked together for so long. Is that you don't know? There's no, you don't know how to do it other than that's what needs to be done for the best for the show.
You could tell.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.